What's up, Knicks fans? We are back again for another season with our friends at Fanatic Sportsbook. And of course, that means we're talking about Fan Cash. Now, most sportsbooks, their rewards are just fluff, but Fan Cash is the ultimate sports currency. You see, when you bet with Fanatic Sportsbook, you get up to 10% fan cash back on your wagers, win or lose. And did I mention that they're giving away millions in fan cash this year? And you can use that fan cash on anything in the Fanatics universe? Go check it out for yourself and download the app today. Fanatic Sportsbook. Winning hits different here.
Hey there, Knicks fans. What's going on? It's your boy Jonathan Macri with you for the season premiere, if I could say the words without choking, of Betting and Sweating. Sean with a W is here with me. Sean, does my voice sound better or worse than earlier today?
It definitely sounds worse, which concerns me because you definitely took a nap today and it sounds worse. But you're a gamer and you will fight through.
Well, listen, if I want Karl-Anthony Towns and OG Anunoby to actually play on a night when Karl-Anthony Towns has gone through more injury designations than I went through girlfriends as a teenager. I mean, I gotta lay myself on the line, you know?
Gots to.
How you doing?
Doing good. Long time no see. From like 5.5 hours ago, but like you said, this is the season premiere of the season premiere of Betting and Sweating season 2, and we're gonna be with you all year long about 90 minutes before tip off of every Knicks game.
Yeah. So I love Armand in the chat already. We are sweating. Yes, we are sweating. I just want to say a quick thank you before we get started to our friends at Fanatic Sportsbook. Me and Sean and Andrew were fortunate enough to go into their offices. When did we go in? Yesterday?
Yesterday. It was yesterday. Yep.
It was yesterday. So it's all running together. We had a great time. We did some trivia, which you can see on your social media feeds. And yeah, we just we're really thankful to be able to partner up with them for another year and do this show. And Sean and Mensa have their weekly show. And just I don't know. Feels like a match made in heaven. So happy to kick this one off.
Yeah. Shout out to everyone, Fanatics, who've been great partners, with us last season and will continue to be great partners with us all season long.
All right. Hey, shall we just get right into it?
Let's get right into it. Let's make these people some money.
So I just want to say, man, as you know, I don't know how many people know this. You know this. I was not the biggest of sports wagers last year.
Mm-hmm.
And last year for me was like dipping my toe in the gambling waters. And then I would say by playoff time, I was like more than an ankle deep,
mm-hmm.
but not up to the knee. So I'm like, this season, the goal is to get at least halfway down. So I'm like waist deep. But I did pretty well. I definitely caught the bug. Did well for myself. I don't know what the proper terminology is. So yeah, I'm looking forward to handing out some winners today.
You sounds like you were profitable, and that's all that matters.
That's
profitable.
It's the word I was looking for.
Yeah. And to everybody, it's not about how many bets you win or don't win, it's how profitable you are. Because you can be 2-9, but guess what? If 2 of those were like plus 200, there you go, or something like that. So let's get you guys profitable. Let's try to get everyone profitable this season.
You want me to kick us off?
Absolutely.
We're starting with my first bet. This is worth 1 point. As you know, we have a little scoring system here. So 1 point for giving a spread, money line, or total bet. This is a game total or a team total. Sean, you made the mistake of telling me that you took this in real life. earlier today, and I'm like, whoa, that's the best bet on the board because of all the people that are injured in this game. It's the first game of the season. It is the Knicks adjusting to a new offense, and it is the under 228.5. I am taking that. I just think it's going to take a little bit of time for the Knicks offense to get rolling. And yet with the Cavs banged up as well, and with the Cavs not really having, like, who's the Cavs' best wing defender that is healthy right now? With Strus is out and Hunter might miss this game.
So I was gonna say Hunter, and I saw 3 minutes ago that he's questionable.
Yeah.
So it was Strus out. I mean, it's
LaMelo Ball.
I mean, it might be. It's
No,
not,
I mean, I'm like kind of being
Merrill.
facetious, but not really. Like, you say Sam Merrill, joking.
I said it's not Sam. It's not Sam Merrill. So
no. So look, can the Knicks take advantage of that? Can Jalen Brunson in particular, take advantage of that? We'll see. I still think we're getting the under today because I don't know. I think it's gonna take a little while to get used to this for the Knicks.
yeah, and usually first game of the year, unders usually hit. Like you said, especially with new teams, new players, new offenses, it takes a little bit of time to gel. So I want to say go to hell for taking my pick. But I'm going to commend you for, like you wrote in our Google Doc, you snooze, you lose, and I snoozed and I lost.
You did,
and because of that, now I'm going to incur the wrath of a few Knicks fans today with my 1 point pick, and that is Cavaliers money line. I'm sorry. As I said on KFS Weekly Wagers, and I'll say this here, I love the Knicks. You know what I love more than the Knicks? Money. So I don't see the Knicks winning this. With everything you said, John, which is spot on about new offense, new pieces, new players, takes time to gel, and they're missing 2 guys. They might be. I just saw OG and Anunoby's a game time decision.
Yeah.
Like Cavs money line. I'm sorry. Hey, listen, and you know how I justify this? I will gladly pay money for a Knicks win. So either I win money or the Knicks win.
So here's what I'll say to you. To me, the OG being a game time decision, and I'm trying to, I don't know if I got if Andrew said this via text to us earlier today, but I forget where I heard that the OG thing was like, it's in question. OG being a game time decision is the biggest reason why I think this is probably a smart bet for you. If OG plays and if Cap plays, then I don't know if I like this as much, but I can't hate on it too much. All right, next up for 2 points, we have our opponent themed bet, which is we're betting on some sort of whether it's a player, prop, or whatever for the opponent, which tonight is the Cavs. Again, for me, I picked this at the time where I think, again, it changed so many times over the course of the day. I forget when exactly it was, but it was one of the times where Karl-Anthony Towns was doubtful. Mm-hmm. And so I picked Jared Allen over 9.5 rebounds. That's at -115. It looks like Towns is going to play now, barring any hiccups in pregame warmups. I still kind of like this bet. Mitchell Robinson and Josh Hart are the 2 best, like, natural rebounders on this team. I understand Karl-Anthony Towns averaged a ton of rebounds last year. I think Towns is a fine rebounder. For me to be able, all I need is double-digit rebounds from Jared Allen. I feel pretty good about this.
You're gonna get my second go to hell because this was gonna be my bet. This was gonna be my bet once I saw Mitch is out and like, okay, and Jared Allen, he can stop peeing his pants now because Mitch isn't playing.
Nick's probably playing small more often than not tonight.
Yes. So my opponent theme bet will be Sam Merrill over 2.5 threes at -115. If you all remember the game where The Cavs had a few injuries. That was a game where Jalen Brunson injured himself jumping in the air and missed the rest of the game, the first minute, and Deuce played 47 minutes. I always remember that game because myself, Menta, and XJ were on doing a watch along, and we were fried. Sam Merrill hit 7 threes that night. 7.
It was a game of the year for me. I watched the first half of that game in a bar because I was in the Brooklyn apartment and our Optimum went out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, by the way, Jared Allen is now plus 105 for double-digit rebounds. So, if you want to jump on that on Knicks fans. But yeah, Sam Merrill, I know you did 7 threes. Just hit 3. Like, this team has to show me that this team has to show me that his 3-point defense has improved before I start assuming things. And he's gonna get the volume.
It's going to be one of the many, 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 many things to monitor early on in the Mike Brown era is where do they lean? Do they lean stronger? We're going to take away the rim, or do they lean stronger? Like when there's a question as to which way we lean our coverage, we're going to take away the 3, because for Tibbs, obviously it was always take away the rim. Is that going to be the same now, or is it going to adjust? We'll see. Next bet. This is our 3-point bet, which is putting together a good parlay. So I thought about making this a 3-leg parlay. And then I pivoted and ended up making the 3rd leg of this parlay my best bet. So I'll get to that later. For now, it's 2 legs, and it's the Brunson and Mikal Bridges overs on points. Brunson, he's got to hit 26 and he's got to get to 27 points. I think that he's going to do that in his sleep tonight. Score, and they score on opening night. For as much as I have issues or questions about the Knicks offense, I think Brunson will be fine. We saw that in the last preseason game. He's ready to go. And then Mikal Bridges. We were talking about this earlier today. I think everybody, the one universal opinion of this Knicks team heading into this year is that Mikal Bridges is going to benefit the most from being a part of Mike Brown's offense. Did I feel a little bit better about this one when I thought that Karl-Anthony Towns was not going to play? Yes, absolutely. But still, to get their over point bets and get it at plus 220, I feel okay about it, and I do think both of them are going to have good games.
So I'm not going to tell you to go to hell, because you actually inspired me for my parlay, which is Jalen Brunson and Donovan Mitchell both to score 20-plus points at plus 210. I was shocked that I could get that for plus money. So I'm going to go bet this now. Like it was at first I started at 25. I was like, yeah, I don't want to be greedy, whatever. So I was like, let me see. You know what? It was for shits and giggles. I said, let me see what the number is for them to score 20.
If this is actually up and is plus, this to me seems like it should be minus 210.
That's what I said. I
think you better double check this.
I'm going to literally double check this right now.
You should go double check this right now.
I'm doing this right now.
Okay.
You do. I'll double check it while
I'll do the home
run bet.
Okay. So my home run bet, again, I'm kind of stealing this one. This is a 4-point bet. This is plus 300 or greater. I'm taking Mikal Bridges 25 or more points. I initially had it at the minimum we need for a home run bet, which is plus 300 at 23 points. And then when I jumped from 23 points to 25 points, it went from plus 300 to plus 425. I feel like that, like an extra field goal, and you're increasing your profit there by like more than 33%. I felt pretty good about that. I just think Mikal Bridges is going to go out there and have a nice scoring game tonight. I think Brunson and Bridges are going to be the top scorers. I think one other guy is going to have a good offensive night, and then after that, I'm a little skeptical as to how everybody else is going to do.
So I completely agree with your rationale. 2, this freaking thing moved because now it's like minus 210. But you know what, John? That's you and I both screwed up today. So we can both, and we'll get to that your screw up later. So,
I'm screwed up.
Yeah, I'll explain to you why later. So,
okay,
I'm gonna adjust mine to them to score 24. Both of them to score 24 or more. That is plus 150, which I think is still a good number. So I'm gonna bet that right now.
Honestly, I like the 20 or more. Like you're betting $100 to win another 50. I don't think that's terrible.
Yeah, I don't want to lay that much juice.
Okay.
Which we'll get into later. So, yeah. So
now you're up for your home run bet.
Yeah. So my home run bet is we are going back to Mr. Sam Merrill. Most threes plus 400. Again, that game he hit 4. He hit 7. Like,
this is a good bet.
You can't leave him open. You cannot leave him open. That's all I'm going to say. If you leave him open, it is bang, bang. Now, granted, if he was a better defender, he'd probably be like a $25 million player, but you cannot leave him open. So I think for plus 400, there's value there.
I agree. I fear Sam Merrill. We as Knicks fans have been well trained to fear any person who is either a shooter or is not a shooter that is going to have a career night against us, because we've been there, we've done that. Okay, last bet from this game, our best bet. Thought a lot about it. This one is our 5-point bet. Look, my best bets that I made last year, sometimes I would actually think that they're pretty good bets. Sometimes I would be like, I don't really like anything in this game. I'm going to go in a different direction. I feel pretty good about this one, which is Jordan Clarkson to make at least 2 threes, over 1.5 made threes at minus 115. Look, I think Jordan Clarkson is the sort of guy that has been waiting his whole life to play a home game under the bright lights of Madison Square Garden. He is going to fire a goodly number of shots. You know how I know that? Because in a very notable game, which no one will ever forget, last year, Jordan Clarkson put up more ill-advised shots on the Madison Square Garden basketball court than any human being in history. I think he's going to cherish tonight. I don't think he has 1 ounce of self-conscious in him. It's a national TV game, and the Knicks are down multiple bodies. And I think, like, Mike Brown is going to lean on Clarkson for something. If I had to guess, I would not be surprised, especially with the possibility that OG might miss this game.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jordan Clarkson could very easily play close to 30 minutes tonight. So if all I need him to do is make a couple threes, I love it.
I'm after this, I'm gonna look up how many times he's hit four threes in a game. The only concern I have is that, like, he's not in Utah anymore, where he has free reign to do whatever freak he wants. But to your point, old habits die hard. This is his debut at playing for the Knicks at Madison Square Garden, and offense will be leaned on. See, for him to hit 4 threes tonight is plus 600. That's why I'm going to research if he's hit 4 threes in a game, because I may throw some coin on that. My official pick tonight is, because I'm pretty sure this guy's going to start, and that is Deuce McBride over 1.5 threes at plus 110.
Okay.
So I think that's value. I think that's good. I just think that's good value. Like, Deuce,
he's not going to start.
You don't think he's going to start?
I mean, if you didn't think Porty was, unless OG sits.
Okay.
If OG and Cat play, Huck Porty is going to start. Ian reported it. I have thought it for days.
See, I figured with Mitch and Hart out, that's why we might get Deuce in the starting lineup. But even so, 2 threes in 25 minutes is doable.
Whether Huck Porty starts or whether Huck Porty comes off, he's going to start. But even if he was coming off the bench, he's still going to play 18 to 22 minutes, and McBride is still going to play upwards of 30 minutes. So you're going to get the minutes for this.
Yeah.
And honestly, this is the funny thing. It's probably better for you if he doesn't start, because if he doesn't start, that means he's playing more minutes without their best offensive players, which means it's more likely that he's going to take shots. So I think you're safe for this one. Okay. A couple other bets before we get out of here. We will transition to our bonus bets, which is to give first a game line or a spread from a different game going on tonight. All right. You want to say what it is?
So, do you want me to say what the bet is, or what?
I'll say what the bet is.
Okay,
first.
you say the bet. Yes.
I'm taking the Suns minus 4.5 at minus 110. I saw this. My rationale, and then you can tell my folly. My rationale is Suns are home. They're hosting the Kings. The Kings, as Zach Lowe famously got, you know, a lot of attention for. I think the Kings are preparing for a season from hell. I think the Suns. You could say the same thing about the Suns or the Kings. In fairness, I think the Suns are maybe gonna have a little bit of the nobody believes in us vibe, at least out of the gate. Their owners, running his mouth on Twitter. I could see Devin Booker having. Well, I'll save my Devin Booker thoughts for a minute from now, but I just think the Suns getting points at home against a team that is not particularly good, and they could lose by a possession and still cover this bet. I like it. Now you can tell the story.
So the story is, so we put our bets in before game time, and then we enter them in. So whatever. And I looked, and it said Suns -4.5, -180, and I said, that seems a lot of juice for a team that's not very good playing against, to your point, a team that's not very good. So like right before we went on the air, I was like, John, you're an a-hole for giving out a -180 bet. And then I said, wait a minute, this can't be -180. He's like, I swear to God, it is. And then he looked and realized that it was Suns money line was -180, which made more sense. So you screwed up, I screwed up. Let's call the whole thing off.
What's your out of town bet?
So my out-of-town bet is from the same game, and it is Kings team total over 113.5 points at -105. And this bet, I will tell you, is straight vibes. And by the vibes, I mean, go look at the retweet Matt Ishbia did today. And to save you all the trouble, he basically retweeted, well, the Ringer basically
said, one I was referencing, yes.
Yeah. The Ringer basically said the Suns are going to have the worst defense in the league. A Suns content creator retweeted and screenshotted it and said, this is going to be so wrong. Matt Ishbia retweeted that with some choice words for Bill Simmons, and the Podfather responded in a way that only the Podfather can. So straight vibes. I'm going to take this bet because I think the Kings are going to be the most exciting 29-53 team you have ever seen.
I think that's fine. I think that's fine. I'm not sure I'm going to be taking many positive Kings bets this year, but we'll see how yours starts off. Okay. Lastly, our player prop bet for an out of town game. This is worth a point. I'm going Devin Booker -115, excuse me, to go over 28.5 points. Look, I know Jalen Green's there now, but how about this?
Shit, Jalen Green is there now.
Jalen Green is there now. But, we were in Fanatics yesterday, and they asked us for leading scorers this year. You said Jaylen Brown, even though I thought it was Andrew, and I mixed you guys up because you look so similar. And Andrew said Luka Doncic. I said Anthony Edwards. Mm-hmm. I think those are all fine answers.
Yes.
I think Devin Booker there's a really non-zero chance that Devin Booker leads the league in scoring this year.
True. Leads the league in scoring and then asks for a trade to go play for his former agent. And you kind of alluded to this, but I will not be going back to the Suns Kingswell for my second bet, but I will go with the aforementioned Jaylen Brown over 24.5 points at -105. I think this is a fucking steal. I'm gonna tell you something right now. I've already bet
24.5.
Yes, this dude it's going up at as I said on NBA Takedown at the TD Jake Center. It is going up. And for reference, on looking at the lines from our friends at Fanatic Sportsbook, so that's basically 25 points.
This is 30. This can't be the line.
I am looking at this right now.
I'm gonna look at it right now.
Listen, 30 points is +230. I may throw some dollars on that. 35 points is +600. Again, this dude is gonna look at his running mate who's sitting on the bench. He should have a boot on, but thanks to the miracle of the modern science and modern medicine, he's dunking and say, "All right, look at me, look at me, look at me. I am the captain now." I'm sorry, I'm looking at my phone because I'm placing this bet.
Bill,
place that bet right now. Like, listen. I know it's the Celtics. Who cares? I like money. So there you go.
25.
Yep. I may put more money on this.
Oh, and look at this. I could get a 50% boost or a 10% boost for 80 cents in fan cash. I think I'm going to do that right now.
Boost it.
I boosted it, and now it's a minus 101 bet for me, which is even better. This is great.
There you go.
I love boosting. Okay, we're done. We got through the first show. Sean, anything else before we get out of here?
Nothing from my end. I believe that there is a watch along tonight. If you want to watch this game tonight, I think you're on it tonight.
Yeah, the watch along. So me and DJ Zulo are going to be on it. That will get started in about an hour. I think Andrew might pop in. For anybody who's unfamiliar with the watch alongs, let me just say there's basically two ways to do it. You go to the Knicks Film School YouTube channel, and you could watch us watching the game that way. Or you can go and watch if you have access to the game on playback, which again, it gets into a little bit of like where you are and how you are able to watch the game. Depends on your market. Hold on, late breaking news here.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, never mind.
Okay.
It was Knicks videos tweeting out that OJ Anunoby is doing some work before the game.
Okay.
He is dribbling a basketball, in case you're wondering.
Progress.
So yeah, you could watch it on playback, and I'm pretty sure you could just like Google Knicks Film School playback, and you could find our room that way.
Yeah. So
did I hit everything?
I think that's everything. And obviously you'll be on for the post game.
I'll be on for the post game. And you might see me on your television sets later tonight or tomorrow on SNY for a couple of minutes. I don't know. We got a lot of stuff going on here at Knicks Film School. What can I say?
Yes, we do.
Well, I'll see you soon. Peace out, guys.